Billy Batson, I choose you as champion.
Whoa, where am I?
You're in my realm now.
Well, that's a nice staff.
Touch my staff and you will have all the power.
What's your name?
Arez.
Arez who?
Arez, god of the gym. Say it.
Arez, god of the gym. Whoa, what's this? Is this all your powers?
We're back with another one, the cousin of the previously done Titanium edition of Arez, God of the Gym. So massive thanks to Aaron for letting me into his realm. Massive thanks to Nutella for sending this out.
Nutella.
Just joking, who is it?
Intel Neutral. Massive thank you for sending this out. We've got this, and we're going to roll with it. Okay guys, so we're going to move into the taste and mixability section of this review. Now it comes in 4 different flavours. Barger, Blue Wave and Rainbow Sherbet.
And Bombsicle and Sets on the Beach.
That's what we've got here. We've got Sets on the Beach.
Warn them about the scoopage.
Yeah, so we always recommend it with a lot of pre-workouts anyway, but we do think that the scoop actually weighs the wrong amount, or enough of an amount to make it out. So we're going to use our scales our scales for
it's meant
pre-workout
to be,
only.
Yeah, it's meant to be 11.9 grams, but it comes in as a flat scoop of like what, 14, 15 was it? Or something?
Yeah, so bear that in mind, guys.
You end up overdosing a bit on it. Let's see what that might do it straight away. 12, all 13 even. So
Accidentally got 13, and that's with a definitely not even flat scoop. That's under a scoop. So people will be doing heap scoops.
They'll bring down the
which
serving.
is fair enough, yeah, but you won't have as many servings if you do that. So that is something to bear in mind. Just use your discretion when it comes to weighing these out.
Yeah. So it's yeah, about a couple of centimetres under a flat scoop is what gets you the actual serve.
Even that was even less, and that's still 12 grams. So do bear in mind that, okay?
To make it even, I'll go 13 as well. Right, we haven't rolled with this for maybe a month, but we have used it a few times going back, so we do know what it's like. But
smells really nice, like a like you know, Sex on the Beach, like that cocktail, like a mango sort of flavour.
Yeah.
Mixability looks really good. Yeah, not bad.
It's nice, yeah.
Like a mango.
Considering what it's masking, there's quite a lot in here, right?
Yeah, right, babe. Let's be honest, still strong from yesterday's review.
Still running in our bloodstream.
Yeah, like I say, the mixability. There's a couple of bits, almost like seeds, in the bottom.
Oh, mine's not like that. How
Is
weird.
it not?
You might have needed to mix it a bit more.
Maybe. But I'd go with a good 4 out of 5 on that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Yeah, 4 out of 5.
On Sets on the Beach. Okay, money time, guys. Price per tub, price per serving in the US dollars and the Great British Sterling. So, go for it.
Alright, I've been practicing trying to remember this. So the tub in US dollars is $39.94 or $31.47 in UK pounds.
Yes, yes.
Hey, you got it.
Has this got Hoopazine A in it?
I think it does.
Yeah, memory, see? It works.
Okay, and so that is for a 25 serving tub. Now that's obviously 25 servings at that 11 point whatever grams it is that you will need to measure out, because you'll probably, by the time, if you're heap scooping this, it'll probably cut it down to like 20, 21 servings.
Easily done.
So bear that in mind. But let's base it on what it's supposed to be, 25 servings. That works out at £1.26 a go, or $1.60 a go. And it actually only just misses out on that price score by 1 penny. And the price score it actually does fall into is a 3 out of 5. Like I say, it just misses a 3.5. So a 3 out of 5 is what we have to settle on.
Any given day, you know, inflation, it could make it or deflation could make it fall into 3.5.
Exactly, and if you shop around,
yeah,
you get a discount code. I don't know, just have a look around and you might find it in the 3.5 region.
Other butchers, but let's see if the price justifies the effects.
Ingredients panel of the Arez, god of the gym.
Let's get into it. Okay, so we just wanted to make a little comparison to start. So this scoop size is smaller than titanium. We're going to make small comparisons.
Yeah, very small.
Yeah, we're not going to delve completely in.
So yours is a smaller scoop. Yours is 11 point what?
9.
11.9. This is 15 gram scoop. So this is more. However, this is interesting. There's 12 active ingredients in this. 17 in that one. So we do have more in this one. So we'd hope to hit more areas.
Just at a lesser dose.
But the citrulline's higher in this one.
Yeah, more pumpy. Vaguely more pumpy. I mean, it's not a mega pumpy as it is, but, you know.
Let's delve in and jump into the specifics.
Alright, so first up we have niacin. Shit. Right, okay.
Vitamin B6.
Yeah, 20 milligrams. And then we got the Hyper Pump Catalyst. L-citrulline, 4.3 grams.
So pure form L-citrulline, you want to see at least 4, so we've got that. Pump, building up nitric oxide levels in the blood. That's a gram, 1.3 grams higher than the titanium, so that's what we mean by more pump. Anyway.
Acceptable dose, you know, we won't sniff at it.
No.
Beta-alanine, 3.2 grams.
Clinical dose, very nice. That's for endurance in the gym. It's going to help you buffer the lactic acid, keep you going a bit longer, as well as give you those beta tingles, you know, that allergic itchy feeling you get. 3.2, also got 3.2 in titanium, so same.
Yeah. Lovely jubbly. That brings us on to betaine anhydrous, 1 gram.
Betaine anhydrous.
That's a bit of a
general
health one. Blood flow, joints, immune system boosting.
Jack of all trades, expert of none.
Yeah.
A health ingredient, I put it as.
Yeah. It's
helps endurance.
Endurance, yeah. Things along those lines. And then niacin, 20 milligrams, again. Again.
Don't know why they put niacin in twice into the label, very strange. But we have heard that does coincide with beta-alanine to give you more of that itchy feeling.
Indeedy.
Heating.
Central one.
Central heating.
That moves us into where the magic happens, you might say. Godlike
energy surge.
lotus leaf extract, 10 to 1, 300 mg.
A rare ingredient in this world. Don't see that often. It has influences on serotonin production within the brain, and basically similar to melatonin, that is responsible for mood elevation, and it also does help with focus, but it's going to make you feel like a happy euphoria as such.
Highness.
So yeah, nice happy energy.
Awesome. Next up, phenylethylamine. Beta-phenylethylamine, HCI, 200 milligrams.
Or BPEA for short. And that actually furthers the effects of the lotus leaf extract by boosting chemicals within the blood, in the brain should I say. Those chemicals include dopamine, adrenaline and noradrenaline.
God damn.
So again, along the lines of more happy euphoria and energy. So all these like nootropics on the brain.
It's good to see a bit of synergy between ingredients.
Very nice.
Next up, the old classic, your old friend, caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams.
Perfect dose. Start off that.
Yeah.
That's the king of the stimulants, you know. Caffeine is the one that's going to give you that physical feeling energy. Pumps the body up, gets the heart rate going. Great stimulant. 300 milligrams, perfect.
We'll accept that. Grains of paradise extract, 5 milligrams.
Again, we're going straight down that route of euphoria. It's been shown to, again, help with brain boosting properties. All about that focus, that concentration, the coordination. You know, a lot of these are targeting the brain rather than the body as such.
A lot of mood elevation going on.
But as we know, the brain normally gives up before the body. So, as far as I'm concerned, these new style pre-workouts that attack the brain, not attack, but you know what I mean. They're very good, very good.
Good shit. that brings us on to Rolfia verometeria extract, which is kind of alpha-yihimbine, isn't it? 225 micrograms.
Rolfia is basically the strongest stimulant gram for gram in the world. It's a stronger stimulant than caffeine. You know, it's a stronger stimulant than pretty much anything that's currently out there, at least.
It's the Bruce Lee of stims.
Yeah, so that's why it's such a small dose. What, 2.25 micrograms sounds like nothing, but that's like a tiny black hole in that it's stronger than a neutron star core. It's going to give you some serious energy.
Nice little cherry on the top of that matrix there. All right, into the next matrix, here we go. So if that wasn't enough mind abuse in the last one, this one's called Mind times Muscle Fusion. Starting with alpha GPC 50%, 100 milligrams.
Also known as the learning chemical, in that it, again, similar to some of these energy ones, these are not quite as stimulant based. That's why they don't fall into that category. However, they do have the brain boosting properties that those beforehand did have. Yeah, learning, it's called. It's all about getting the brain functioning well.
And 100 milligrams, we're used to seeing this at 300 to 500 milligrams, so it's a bit on the low side, but it is paired with a lot of other mental boosting stuff. It's not on its own, is it? Hordenine, HCl, 20 milligram.
Hordenine has been shown to boost metabolism, so it is a fat burner, and it does also help the brain as well. So it's nice to see that in there. As Craig says, a little low, but paired with
Huperzine A, 1%, 100 micrograms.
This is a powerful nootropic on its own. When paired with alpha GPC, it is powerful. Those two combined also work in synergy with lotus leaf extract and grains of paradise.
Whoa.
So those four put together, they are the ultimate brain boosting thing.
You're having a party.
You'll be like Einstein at the end of your workout, guys, put it that way.
E equals MC Dench.
That is good.
And that's used for Alzheimer's patients, isn't it?
Yes.
Just an interesting fact. Oh my god, and you guys, you're not going to expect this. Mood lift matrix now.
Holy mo.
Have we not abused the mind enough already? Alright, Chinese skull cap, 4 to 1.
Okay, so it's not like a baseball cap, or quite obviously it's a skull cap. That is a Chinese herb. Now this is where, I'll be honest, I'm a bit confused. My guess is a bit like theobromine, in the sense that it helps with GABA receptors in the brain. Now GABA receptors, if you don't know, you can find GABA in sleep aids. So it helps calm you down in the face of adversity. So it's going to put a cap, literally, skull cap, on all of the stimulants beforehand. It's going to taper them off rather than giving it an extreme high and then a crash. It will taper them.
Yeah.
Similar to theobromine with caffeine.
So it's going to try and put a scope on all of those.
It's going to put a cap on it,
Yeah,
simple
to
as
like
that.
drive it in.
Says it in the name.
Right, I'm going to abuse the way this is said, but it's N-methyltyramine. Oh, I actually said that alright. HCl, 50 milligrams.
I like this ingredient. Increases in energy. You know, it's a powerful 2-beta-andrenic ingredient. So it's going to help with uplifting mood again. I tell you, you're going to be happy as Ronald McDonald at the end of this. A nice ingredient for that euphoria.
There's so much to boost the brain in this, it's unreal.
Crazy.
It's like a nootropic.
It's more like a nootropic than a pre-workout, let's be honest.
I mean, the caffeine isn't crazy high either, is it?
No.
So, you know, 300 is quite low these days. Anti-crash protocol, velvet bean, Mr. Bean extract, 185 milligrams.
185, yep, nice dose, velvet bean. Velvet bean is the dopamine precursor, in that it helps stop that crash and a come down. It's also another one, I mean, you're getting tired of me saying it, it's another one that increases your mood. So it should be a happy pre-workout.
Happy chappy. Finishing off this long-ass mood-lifting label is the anti-adapt regimen, aka not going to let you get used to it, is Rhodolia rosea, 100 milligrams.
Rhodolia obviously combats stress. and anxiety in the body. So it's going to help also with endurance, but it's just going to keep you. It's going to keep you happy and going in the gym for a long period of time. It's not one of these stimulants. It's not one of these pre-workouts that's so stimmed that you want to cut short. You know, these brain things are bound to come together. However, we have seen great labels crash. Will this make you crash?
Or will it take you to the realm of Arez?
Okay, the bit you've been waiting for, guys. The effects of this Arez, God of the Gym. Now, we've used this several times. It's a nice tasting pre-workout.
Yeah.
We do enjoy it for that. Now, we'll start off by saying how it affected us, and we'll pull in some more tiny comparisons as with the titanium. Straight off the bat, the beta-alanine effects in this one do seem a lot stronger than that of titanium. I personally didn't really feel anything of titanium.
No, I didn't. And they're the same dose in both.
This one somehow hits harder. How that is, I do not know. Potentially all those brain things make it feel more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Filmer.
It's hard to pinpoint as to why that is.
It is strong.
There's no black pepper extract or any digestion aids in either.
No.
So the uptake should, in theory, be the same. The energy on this one was very good.
Very consistent. There's no massive highs and lows, but you do notice the come down towards the end after an hour and a half, don't you?
You do. We was hitting back, for example, and Craig mentioned the word consistent, and that's where I have to disagree. There's been times where I've used this pre-workout and it hasn't given me that crash, but yesterday, unfortunately, it did because we do back and biceps together. At the end of back, when it comes to biceps, I really didn't have a lot left.
Oh damn. Yeah, I was crashing, but I didn't crash. I was coming down, but it wasn't like a complete vertical drop. But you do notice it wearing off, definitely, sadly. And I think that's because there's no real anti-crash elements in the sense of no decaffeine malate, no theobromine,
You've got the skull cap, and that's about it.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough to do it, really.
No.
And teocrine is another good anti-crash. None of them in here.
This is where it's quite difficult to judge. I do prefer it to titanium.
Yeah, we
definitely
both agree on that.
Again, I would argue actually it still doesn't live up to the hype that it gets.
No.
I didn't feel as much focus or as much happiness as I was expecting.
No.
You know, there's 6, 7, 8 ingredients in there that are supposed to build euphoria and mood. I did more than titanium, and I did probably more than an average pre-workout, but not as much as
you'd think. Yeah, what we argued is it feels almost good enough to take as a daily driver, but we did agree that we wouldn't because there's so much you're putting in your body here. It wouldn't be seen as healthy to take daily, but it feels like you can get away with it, like the effects of it, because it doesn't blow your head off. It keeps you on a level playing field. You know, the pumps are very average. You know, there's not much in here for pump, really. Focus is a bit above average.
Energy starts off above average, but falls. It is tough. It is tough for us to market because of its consistency. There's been times where I'd give it probably, you know, the best time I took it was probably a good 4.5. But then yesterday was probably like a 3.5.
Yeah.
So, or even a 3, you know. It's hard. It is hard. Now, because of its consistency problems, I would probably go a 3.75 to a 4 out of 5.
I was thinking an actual 4, a solid 4.
Yeah, I'd say more often than not it works. What I would do, and again, this cannot be part of our scoring nor our system, is probably take a 1.5 scoops.
Which you'd end up doing if you just done the normal scoop without weighing it. Because remember, we did a couple of centimetres under to get the correct serving.
A heap scoop, maybe a very heap scoop, or a 1.5 scoops probably would be a really good pre-workout.
So I reckon people that rave about this are people that are heap scooping it, taking a third over the serving, and then buzzing because they're getting more in it in their system.
And we've had lots of people message us say they do like a scoop of this and then half a scoop of titanium with it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So there is the potential that these ingredients in those higher dosages would work more, but again, for the sake of consistency, we have to stick to the weight that's allowed. And we go with a 4 out of 5.
And the one thing worth mentioning is there's no real negatives with this. You know, you don't get cold sweats, mega high heart
not
rate,
at all.
sickness, dry mouth, dribbling. You know, nothing bad like that at all. Like we said, we'd be happy to take it daily, but because we know what's in it, we probably wouldn't recommend that. But 4 out of 5 on effects.
Yeah.
Final verdict.
Boom. On the Arez God of the Gym. Now, we'll start off obviously in the order we've gone in. For those of you who skipped to the final verdict, which you may well do, we gave the taste a solid 4 out of 5. Mixability was very good. The mango flavour on sets on the beach was nice. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, and it mixed okay, and we do generally prefer it to the titanium
apple
flavour.
100%. And that moves us into the pricing element. Again, this is dependent on where you shop around, but for the sake of consistency, we went off the Intel Neutral website. And it was unlucky by a penny, probably like 1.5 cents, whatever that is, 2 cents. We just missed out on a 3.5 score, and it landed indeed on a 3 out of 5 price.
Indeedy. And that moves us on to effects, which is also one of its highest scorers, time with the taste, 4 out of 5. On the reasons mentioned. Doesn't quite live up to the hype, but not a bad pre-workout.
Yeah, definitely not, and probably probably like a 4.5 even, with, you know,
on the
a decent heaped scoop. And that gives us a total score of
11 out of 15.
So, you know, that is respectable in this world. Let us know your thoughts and feelings on this, because I do know that a lot of people hype this, and I do reckon that is simply because that scoop size is wrong.
They're taking in like 1.5 scoops nearly. Yeah,
if you heap scoop it, you're getting 3 to 4 grams of extra ingredient.
Boom.
So, 11 out of 15. Guys, thank you for watching along on the Arez God of the Gym. We prefer this one to the Arez Titanium by quite a fair margin.
A good point.
Yeah. So, yes, thank you for watching along. Do give us a thumbs up if you can. You know, do subscribe. That is important. We're building quite fast, and we're very, very, very thankful to everyone who has subbed. We truly, truly are.
Let's build up some momentum, you know, and the more momentum we get, the more products we're going to get for review as well.
100%. We are 100% honest with all of our reviews, which can't be said for a lot of channels.
Yeah, and honestly, if you feel that we're not being honest, we're happy to be called out on it, you know, and we'll justify reasons why we're scoring things a certain way. If you go, no, that don't seem right, you know, drop it in the comments and we'll justify our reasoning. We're quite happy to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly that, exactly. Comment your thoughts and feelings on the Arez if you can. Do you prefer titanium? A lot of people do. Let us know. And as always, guys,
stay
stimmed. Thank you for watching.
And you'll stay mildly stimmed on that.